Hi guys, it's Christy and welcome back to the Pop-Up Couch. Welcome to Monday. How are you? How was your weekend? What's new? I wanted to just pop on here real quick just to share just a few things I've been thinking about over the weekend, and also hoping that you're feeling good. And I really enjoyed our last talk on Friday. The boundaries, that subject I think really touched a lot of you guys, and I'm really glad that it did, because I think a lot of us do get a little confused with boundaries, where we stand, where our family, stands. And boundaries isn't something we're taught, it's something that you just learn through life. And a lot of times, if, you're feeling pain, hey Papa, you may not know, what it is exactly, but usually it's a boundary that's been crossed. And the sooner you get in touch with what your boundaries are, and you can express them verbally, the easier life gets, okay? So I just want to touch on the boundary subject just a second, guys. I thought about this over the weekend. Here's an example of a boundary that's easily broken, and I've actually been in this situation before, and it's gotten me frustrated, okay? So I want to share this with you. Don't make decisions for me. So I don't know how you feel about that, but as an adult, I don't like when other adults make decisions for me, because that to me is crossing a boundary. If you feel one way, that's fine, but don't decide for me, okay? I have my own voice. I'll decide for myself. And also, touching on that too, don't speak for me. So that's the same thing. Don't decide for me and don't speak for me. I'm going to give an example of being in the car. I know I do this a lot, you guys, but I feel like a lot of stuff happens in the car, and we all spend, where we live in America, we spend a lot of time in the car. For instance, I've been in the car lots of times with people, okay? I'll say mainly men. Actually, only men do this that I've seen, where I'm in the passenger seat, and I've been in the car with men that are driving, and if someone, if the guy driving gets upset, maybe he's tailgating, or maybe he's giving somebody the finger, or maybe he's he's upset and he's driving aggressively. Now I'm just sitting here in the passenger seat powerless, because that's a boundary for me. That you're breaking a boundary because you're deciding with the steering wheel and the gas pedal that you're going to tailgate this guy, that you're going to yell, that you're going to get upset, that all these things are going to happen, and I don't have any say in this at all. So I'm using that as an example, because that's when I thought about boundaries, that's the first thing that came to mind, and how that used to really frustrate me. Just like any other situation, when I'm with someone, I don't ever want that person to decide how I'm going to feel about something. You feel your way and I'll feel mine. So keep that in mind, guys. I'm not blaming any men out there that do this. I'm just saying that you're hearing this for a reason today if you're tuning in, and I feel the need to tell you this. So if you've done this, or maybe it's going to happen to you today or tomorrow, where you're driving and you have your kids in the back seat, or your wife or your mother or whatever, and you feel like you're getting angry or anxious behind the wheel, remember, you're speaking for everyone in that car, in that vehicle, with your actions, with your words, all those things, and it's not fair. Okay, so be aware. Just be more aware. Okay. So let's talk about something that I also have been thinking about over the weekend, and it's forgiveness. Forgiveness is tricky, because I think that, well, I know that we all, at some point in our lives, have had a situation where we found it very hard to forgive someone for something they did. They wronged us in some way, and a lot of us are still holding on to that hurt and pain, and we're carrying it around. We talked last week about guilt, how you're carrying guilt around, and the easiest way to get rid of guilt is to just, face it head on, and don't carry it anymore. Come to terms with it, let it go. Forgive yourself. Now, forgiveness also has a lot to do with guilt. A lot of us are carrying around a lot of anger and hurt, and we can't seem to forgive the person or people that have hurt us or wronged us. Now, why is that a problem? It's a problem because you can't move to the next level in life if you can't forgive people. You just have to let it go. It's better to be kind, you guys, than to be right. It just is, in any part of your life. Seriously, choose to be kind instead of right. So if somebody hurts your feelings, I'm sorry that they did it. Okay, but we don't know the whole story a lot of times. Do yourself a favor, forgive them. Just let it go today. Say, you know what? I don't know what I don't know why it happened the way it did, but it did, and I don't want to be angry anymore. I don't want to carry this around with me. I just want to feel good. I don't want to be right anymore. I just want to be happy and kind and feel better. So, wish them well. Wish them well and forgive them. The sooner the better, guys. Seriously, the sooner the better. Now, I'm not saying that you have to be best friends with someone who hurt your feelings. You don't ever have to do that. But I am saying that from now moving forward, you forgive them either in your own heart or out loud to them. Whatever happens, okay? Whatever you decide. But let's do all of ourselves a favor, and let's be grateful for the experience we had with the person that hurt us, because I'm sure at one point or another that person either taught us something, shared something with us, helped us in some way, loved us in some way. Okay, they gave us something, they contributed something to your life. They came in for a reason. So let's be grateful that they did, and let's forgive them for what they did wrong to us. Okay, and let it go. Just try it, guys. Just one person today. Just decide to forgive someone today. Someone that hurt you in the past. Just decide today. And from now moving forward, when you hear their name or you see them, you don't say anything mean about them or hurt them, okay? You just accept it and move on. Wish them the best, okay? Let's talk about, okay. Oh, I'm sorry. Back to forgiveness just for a second. If right now you're saying, you know, I'm watching this, Christy, and I don't have anyone that I need to forgive. I'm good with everyone. Well, that's awesome if that's you, because that's really great. But maybe you need to forgive yourself for something. Maybe there's something that you did in the past that you still haven't let yourself get past. So decide to forgive yourself today, if that's the case. Okay? Forgive yourself. Promise yourself, like we said last week, I will never do that again to someone or to myself. And I'm a different person than I used to be. And I'm good with that. Don't live in the past, guys. Live today. Just today. I want to talk about giving. I think that a lot of people are feeling sad and unfulfilled because they're not giving enough. I know we've talked about this before too, but I want to say that in my own life today, last night I had a dream. I had a premonition actually that I need to give more. I need to give more of myself, and I'm going to start giving money, okay? Because I think that I and everyone else I know has even just $1 extra at the end of the week that they could give to someone or an organization or something that could use it. And I'm guilty of not doing that enough, and I'm going to start doing that because I know that that's what I'm feeling a little guilty about these days. I know I give my time, and I know I give my heart and I'm an honest person, but that's not enough at the end of the day. I could give more, and I want to give more, and I want to raise my kids seeing that giving is a very big part of life. Okay, so even if it is just a little bit here and there, I just put a jar together in my kitchen. I didn't even tell anyone about it until I'm telling you guys now, but I didn't even tell my husband or my kids, but I put a jar together in the kitchen, and weekly I'm going to put whatever I can in that jar. Okay, I'm going to encourage my husband and my daughter. She's working now too. She has a job. I'm going to encourage her, even if no questions asked. It could just be 50 cents. I don't care what it is. But once or twice a week, we're going to just put a little something in there. And at the end of the week, we're all going to decide whose turn it is to take that money and give it to who they think could use it. It could be anything or anyone. It could be the church. It could be a homeless person. It could be a friend of my daughter's from school. It could be one of my neighbors. It could be anything. We're going to take that money, whatever it is, and we're going to do something nice for someone or something, a place or an organization or a person. It doesn't matter. Because honestly, guys, and I'm going to include my toddler son in this too, even though he doesn't have money, it doesn't matter. I'm going to let him be a part of watching what happens when you take a little something that you have earned and you share it with someone. Because honestly, guys, life isn't as fulfilling if you just work for yourself, okay? If you're just working for the dollar and you're just working for your own savings account, it's never going to fulfill you. And I want my kids to know that part of living a happy, fulfilled life is taking something you've earned and sharing. Sharing is everything. You know, it doesn't have to cost a lot. Nothing does. But it's the thought that counts, and it's also, you know, you're giving yourself a chance to think ahead. And that's what I'm doing for them. Okay? For me too. This is big. So just want to share that with you guys. Let me think if I have anything else before I go to work. Oh, I have a quote for you guys today I want to share. Freedom is having a vision that's bigger than your fears. I like that a lot because a lot of us are afraid that, if I quit the job that I have now, that if I really just take a chance on life and what's going to happen? What if the next job isn't as good as this job? Or what if, I just fail? Or, you don't be afraid, guys. Don't be afraid to fail. Seriously. Freedom is having a vision. That's what the quote, think of who it is that you want to become. Who are you becoming? And how are you going to be remembered when you're not here anymore? It's very important, okay? And what are you doing when people aren't looking? What kind of person are you? What kind of person are you when people aren't looking? Are you saying hello to people in the street? Are you going out of your way to hold the door for someone? Are you just doing your best? It's important, guys. And I'm sharing this with you because I put all these things on myself daily. I really do. I really, really do. I hold myself accountable for so many things, and I don't overwhelm myself. I don't beat myself up if I do something I shouldn't have done or say something. No, I don't do those things, guys. I try my best. Today was tough. Maybe tomorrow will be better. All right. You just always have to think the grass is greener. It will be better. I can make this work. If I said something that hurt someone's feelings, I can change that today. I can send a text. I can call. I can say whatever it is. Clear it up. Forgive. All right. And also one more thing I'm going to leave you with today. Maybe buy somebody flowers this week. Maybe just, go grab a $10 bouquet of flowers and just give them to someone today or tomorrow or this week. Just because. When's the last time you did that? Me included. I haven't either. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that this week for someone anonymously. They're not even going to know I did it. I just want to do it so that I want to give back some more. That's what I'm saying, So I hope that helps you guys today. I really do. And I really love all your feedback and your comments. And I really appreciate you guys tuning in. Seriously, it means everything to me. And I'm thinking about you, and I hope you have a great day. Pablo, thank you so much for tuning in as always. One of my favorite people. I will definitely check back with you guys on Friday. I'm on my way to work. I love work. Oh, by the way, I want to mention that I told my daughter this yesterday, that number one, I've had probably 100 jobs in my life. No joke. I've had so many jobs I forget. I lost count. Number two, I never work for the money. Never. Never have, never will. It's not about the money. It's never been about the money. It never will be about the money. Work for me, actually, is more about the experience, okay, that I'm learning something new, a new trade, a new something, or giving back. I'm showing up today to my job to give back and to experience something, and hopefully be a sunshine in someone else's day if possible. Okay? That's it. That's all it is about for me. It's always been. And if you have that mentality, if you have that feeling in your heart, that's how you show up for work, then you're always going to be successful no matter what. You just will. I promise. You really will. So if you're doing it for the money, stop doing it for the money. The money will never be enough. I promise. Okay? Do it for the fact that you want to give back. That's it. All right, guys. I love you so much. Thanks so much. I'll see you Friday, okay? Have a beautiful day. Bye.